I wouldn't delete this one just because it's part of a prefab.
We just unpack
If you're
it?
editing, well, not yet.
Okay.
For the level 1 start, let's focus on we're still on that one.
Okay.
Here, if you drop that down, you can close these, and then we'll just open level 1 start.
Okay.
And then if you go under fog, and then under like 10 mist, you'll notice that every single one of these has a sub object. There's an arrow meaning that there's a child.
Yeah.
That child, I think, is empty. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't need those child objects. We can probably easily find a lot of them in the scene, just by using the search.
Okay.
So you can hit the search at the top of the hierarchy,
Yeah.
and then just type in game object. Because my guess is that anything named game object is probably... Oh, why is it showing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Weird.
leave it like that.
Yeah.
So what you can do here is now it's only showing objects named game object. So you can go click on it, check to see if there's any components. Because if there's no components,
Okay.
then you should probably delete it.
How can I tell?
You kind of just have to like scroll, like use the arrow keys to just go up and down, and then find the ones that have components and find what they are and name them, is what I would do. So just keep pressing down and pay attention to the inspector, and when you see something appear in the inspector, you can stop and rename it.
So I'm just looking in the inspector.
Yep.
Does it matter if the little cube is blue or white?
If it's blue, that just means it's a child of a game object. It's like a child of a prefab.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which wouldn't matter. We're gonna apply prefabs after this anyway.
Okay.
We're early enough in the. It looks like we're early enough in development.
Yes.
That's not an issue. Yeah, it is looking like all of these are just empty child objects.
See, yeah, okay. So even though I'm just ensuring the circles, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the green plus. So the blue means it's a child of a game object or of a prefab. Yep. The green plus means it's a game object that was added to a prefab that hasn't actually been saved to the prefab. Okay. It's an additional item that's been added.
Okay, the plus. Okay, yep. Yeah, so we're looking.
Yeah, so what you would do after this is you would go and you'd go to the prefab and you'd right click it and say, or like in the inspector there's a section for prefab stuff.
Yep.
And in that section for prefab stuff you can just say apply and it will apply any changes you've made locally. Yeah, so they're all empty.
Yeah. So
you can just highlight them all, shift click the top one. And then just delete, because these are all empty. Now you can close this. That'll save you some performance, because having those child objects are still technically doing things.
Okay.
So now
I'll be gone.
If you look at your say level 2 or level 1-2, your copy, right? That's a prefab still, right? Now if you select the prefab, you'll see there's an override section in the inspector.
Okay, yep.
In the override section, you can see all of the things that have changed, which is like you can see the red minus on some of those game objects, meaning we've deleted them, right? And so because we want to do that and we've moved some things, there's been some things that have been deleted. Yep. So if you hit apply, then all of these things will be saved and any references to this same prefab will have the same changes applied.
Okay. So now, yeah, all these have no game objects. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Which is good.
Yes.
We like that.
Yeah. So I should do the same for level 3?
Well, level 3 might just be is it an override of the same thing? It looks like there's been things added, like level V1, there's been some floors added and stuff. So apply this. And if the parent is the same for both, if you actually move the camera up, did the other one get modified? No. Are they not the same prefab?
I think this was like this copied here and then copied again. Should all be.
Okay.
All I did
Yeah,
was
they might just
copy.
be all be the same prefab.
Okay.
What you can do is you can select the prefab in the hierarchy, and then go to and then there's either next to overrides there's select open.
Yep.
You can select, and that'll show you in here where it is in the project at the bottom.
Okay. But I should
So
make
it's- yeah,
this technically a separate prefab, right? Or not a prefab at all.
Yeah, so while you're working on things, they probably shouldn't be prefabs.
Okay.
Unless they are things you repeatedly use and won't necessarily be modified across multiple scenes.
Okay.
So, for example, the level _V1 floor is something that is that makes sense to be a prefab because your levels are made of like 10 of them, right? You're copying and pasting that multiple times,
Collider.
and that's all of your exactly.
Okay.
So all of those are together, but you don't want to modify things while it's a prefab. You'll prefab them after, like once they're done.
Gotcha.
Or you can click the little arrow next to the prefab, and you can go into prefab edit mode, where it goes into the prefab itself, and now you can modify it however you want. And then when you save, it auto saves. And then when you go back to your scene, which you can see in the scene view in the upper right.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, not upper right, upper left. My bad.
Yeah.
It says scenes arrow level 1.
Yep.
You're inside a prefab. So if you click scenes, if you click the scene again, it goes back to the whole scene.
Okay.
So when you edit prefabs, you generally want to edit them within their prefab. That way, the changes get applied to the prefab and not to the local scene.
Gotcha.
That's what you were seeing. The green plus sign is because you added an object in the scene that was local to the scene and not to the prefab.
Gotcha. Okay. So you have scene and then prefab.
Prefab. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so then would I do the... Okay, Zephora.
We're game deving. Hello.
Snow's helping.
We have a surprise. We have a surprise guest. The Unity guy.
Hell yeah. Okay, so do I unpack this prefab now?
Hello. Yes, you can unpack the prefab.
That was unpack. Okay. So now we have our level 1 like left path, I guess.
Yep. And so you can regroup things like you did before, just select all the level pieces, all of those. Yep. Parent it, name that mist.
Yep. Empty parent. Yep, okay. I think I did fog. I'll just stick with the
fog.
name, yeah. The bushes. I'll have to find the other. And make sure those get put in. I'll do the trees because those are different trees.
It looks like there's another tree that's not part of that.
Yes, there is. Let's do all these annoying fences. Hello, Jude. How are you? Alright, so where?
The forest.
There's the tree.
There it is. Yep.
What is? I love organization. Alrighty. So that's gonna be Collider. This is background.
I'm more
Oh,
qualified in level design.
dude.
The level I'm not. I'm more qualified in Unity. I'm not more qualified in level design. I'm a Unity. I've been using Unity since like 2013. But I have some pretty trash level design.
Nah, you're the best. We appreciate snow drama. All right. So we've got my.
So you can rename that. Yeah.
I'm gonna do level 1 left, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then you can lock that. What is that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
right.
the old empty. That's the old empty level. The one we moved everything from that into the start.
Okay, so I can delete.
Yes.
Okay. This should be the right. Cool. Blah, 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 blah. Level 1, right.
Yeah, I'm a programmer mostly as well.
I don't know. I think level designing is fun. At least for this. This is easy. I can do this. I don't know about anything else, but
Yeah, this is it can be fun. So then make sure you unpack.
Oh, you're
Because
at
your
unpack.
changes will be local otherwise.
Unpack. Okay. So if it's like blue, that would be an unpackable thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I love it. We're killing
Oh, at some point
it.
I should show you about the V shortcut.
The
That'll be
V,
fun.
Like control.
Yeah.
V?
No, there's a in the scene window, if you hold V, so like select the tree, like one tree.
Yeah.
Go to the move tool. You're gonna
Yeah.
move something, right? And you're like, I want this to align with something. So you hold V.
Snapping tool, dudes.
Snapping tool. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can see that the thing is moved to that location. So click and drag in that square. And it snaps to the corners of other things.
Okay.
Super useful, specifically if you like, for example, your ground.
Yeah.
You generally want those to like snap at the
Snap.
corners.
Yes.
You know, you want them to tile, so you need them to snap together.
Love
And
that.
that's super useful for that.
So I can go back and
snappy
snap
tool.
everything.
Exactly.
Love that. Thank you.
I was just
Cool.
thinking about it because I was like looking at the ground, and I was like, ah, yeah, you probably need that.
It's not. It doesn't look good at all. I didn't do forest yet, right?
Yep. And there's your fences.
So many freaking fences.
The extra
Okay, so the
tree.
tree. There it is. Yep. Okay. Trees. La la la. I'll put those all as background. Oh, it looks so much better. My brain doesn't hurt.
Yep.
Doesn't hurt anymore.
100%.
Cool! Woo, we did it!
Yay!
Awesome.
So save your scene. I'm gonna save here.
Save,
Perfect.
save. Yep, cool.
And that now you commit to Git.
Oh my god.
And you push to your Git branch.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not using Git?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I don't have it
Go
open.
do that. Oh, use desktop. Okay.
Yeah. I'm still confused with Git too.
I don't know how to use desktop, so.
I think all I have to do is the summary and then commit 6
Are you?
files.
You're on. No, you're on the Fey branch. Do you want to be on that branch?
That's
Okay.
what
You probably have. Okay.
Mia's been telling me to do. Jude, you can tell me differently if I should commit elsewhere.
I would say yes. You almost always want to push to a different branch and then merge the branches in later.